Now, back to Young Republicans Radio.
Welcome back to Maloney and Ricker. I'm Matt Ricker.
And I'm Bill Maloney.
And next we're going to talk about the 2016 race for president. There's a few people that we have decided on that will probably run.
Wait, Matt, we've decided on it?
I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but I this is what I think. Who I think will run. I think Senator Rand Paul, Governor Chris Christie, most likely Mitt Romney, former governor of Massachusetts. Who else? Maybe Hillary Clinton, former ambassador.
Maybe.
And former senator of New York. Who else? Maybe Rick Santorum, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, younger brother of George W. Bush.
43 right there.
Yeah.
And son of 41.
He recently, George W. Bush came out with a new book
yes.
about his father called 41. It's supposed to be really good. I haven't read it yet. Have you?
I have not. I'm actually hoping that he does a book tour so I can go meet him.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, they will possibly, maybe Texas Governor Rick Perry will run. He's probably one of the better people that would be president.
Do you like Rick?
Yeah, I do. I like the way, like a couple weeks ago when Ebola was in Texas, the way he just was able to calm everybody down, and Ebola didn't spread in Texas dramatically, thank God.
Well, anyways, Matt, the people that I believe are going to run, and I'll start with the Democratic Party first.
Okay.
Obviously, Hillary Clinton is at the top. Obviously, she's going to have the most financial support, most likely, if she runs, and she has the biggest name out there. But you also have Jim Webb, the former Democratic senator from the state of Virginia.
Yeah.
Who has stated that, well, he has already started forming an exploratory committee to run for president in 2016. And then you also have Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden. And you have Andrew Cuomo, who I just don't know how he thinks that he could actually win. And you also, in addition, you have a few other senators, but basically it's just those few people.
Yes.
And anyways, there was actually a recent poll with a liberal group where Elizabeth Warren came in first place among this liberal group's members. Remember, Elizabeth Warren is very far to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And Hillary Clinton and Bill, they tend to stay in the middle.
They're more moderate.
They're more moderate Democrats. And while I was listening to Fox News, my favorite station, they were saying that, yes, the liberals, they may like Elizabeth Warren and other people on the left, but when it comes down to it, they won't be able to win the election, most likely. Just like it's very hard for someone from the far right to win a general election because you have that big populace of moderates and independents. Mm-hmm. People that aren't so far to the left or to the right. Now, I'm not saying either way is bad, but you just don't have a lot of people that are so far out there.
Yes.
And Hillary Clinton, she probably will get the nod. And she was actually up 49 points in New Hampshire, which is a critical primary state. And anyone who wants to become president of the United States has to focus on there, just like they have to focus on Iowa and South Carolina as well.
And also, I'd like to add that according to RealClearPolitics.com, Mitt Romney is leading Hillary Clinton in Iowa, and also in
well, Mitt Romney, I think, is winning anywhere, but. He's winning New Hampshire with 30%, but when you take New Hampshire, when you take Mitt Romney out of the picture, New Hampshire, yeah, Rand Paul winning there. So, and that's also because in New Hampshire, like a Democratic advisor said about New Hampshire, It's that they have a large libertarian streak up there, where they aren't so-Democrat, but they aren't so-Republican.
Yes.
They value their individual liberties, and that means that in some cases, as a true libertarian, you're going to be on social issues probably more liberal, and on fiscal issues, you're probably going to be more conservative.
Yes.
And that's what Rand Paul represents, and that's why Rand Paul he has a lot of crossover appeal. And even Al Sharpton admitted that Rand Paul has a lot of crossover appeal when he said that blacks have to come out in very, very strong numbers, especially in the big cities.
Yes.
Like Cleveland, Cincinnati, New York, Boston, D.C., Denver,
Philadelphia,
Baltimore,
Miami,
all over the place. And Rand Paul, he has the ability to go win a lot of voters, but some like him, just like with Elizabeth Warren, they don't really have a lot of party unity.
Yes.
Because they're so far out there, even with their party, that while they might have very, very strong supporters that do like their ideas, they just don't have the establishment support.
Yeah.
So I think that you're going to see someone like Hillary Clinton run and get the nomination. And for the Republican Party, you're probably going to go see, I say, Mitt Romney. They say third time's always the charm, right? And I think it's the second time, but for Mitt, it's the third time. Yeah. Anyways, or you might see Jeb Bush, who personally I don't like, because he supports Common Core, and just here in New York, we've seen
destroying our schools.
We've seen what's happened. But you also have Mike Huckabee from Arkansas, the former governor of Arkansas, and he supports Common Core as well, and he says that Republicans should stop their battle with Common Core, and that Common Core is strengthening our school system. So I think you're going to see a debate on a whole bunch of issues in the Republican Party in this primary process, and that it's not just going to be over gun control or gay marriage or abortion or immigration. You're also going to see stuff about taxes. You're going to see stuff about healthcare,
the economy
as well, and also Common Core. You're going to see a whole bunch of issues really, really be debated.
Yes.
And we remember in 2012 they had 20 debates in the Republican primary, and if you have 20 debates, again, you're going to see how different the Republican Party is.
Yeah.
And even how moderates, they're different from other moderates, and how conservatives, they're different from other conservatives, like Mike Huckabee. He's a conservative, but he supports Common Core. And then you have a conservative like me, and I don't support Common Core, but you have moderates that don't support Common Core either. So there's just going to be a whole lot of untangling and development coming along in 2016, I believe, and I think that's good for America. I think it's good to have a substantive discussion about the issues, and I hope that the left does that as well, that they do have a true primary process and that they just don't give it to Hillary. And I hope that the left, Elizabeth Warren and other people, that they get a chance to go discuss their platform, because in the end I think that it's good for the entire nation if we discuss agendas and ideas, because even as Barack Obama said, America wants a new car smell. They don't, and he thinks that they want a new car smell that's a Democrat and doesn't have as much mileage as him. I don't know, but that's Barack Obama's opinion. But whatever new car America's going to be driving in 2016, that new car better have substantive ideas and true leadership.
Yeah.
And better be able to drive well on the highway, because we need a good driver. And unfortunately, the only good driver we have in Obama is maybe his golf club. But other than that, Barack Obama's stuck in traffic and seems like he's riding on a unicycle bike and not doing anything. And that's unfortunate, because he's not leading the pack and he's not a leader. And we need a leader. And I think you're going to see it from the Republican Party. And I think we're going to vote Republican again in 2016.
I'd like to add that in 2016, I think, we were discussing, the main issues will probably be the economy.
Of course.
Yeah.
As Bill Clinton said when people were asking him about what he's running on, and he said it's the economy, stupid, and
Yes.
that's Bill Clinton's quote.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the day, everyone cares about their pockets,
Yes.
and I think that the Republican Party is helping people financially, even though some people on the left beg to differ. I think that the stats are there that show that the Republican Party is in fact helping people financially, and they actually are the people that do help people get better opportunities and really realize their goals.
Yeah, and I was also, with the economy, how Barack Obama pledged that he would bring more jobs to America, and that obviously hasn't really happened as much as he would like it to. But
There might be more people underemployed,
Yeah.
or unemployed, but
and
you don't have more people employed, Barack Obama. I'm sorry to say that.
And every month, when the news organizations release the new unemployment numbers, and even though the unemployment rate is seeing a trend now of lowering, it's not really lowering. It's the lack of people
Matt,
looking for jobs.
Matt, we can't be confused about the unemployment rate, because even though at some points you might see the unemployment rate go down, you also have to look at the underemployed rate. You have to look at the people that are working jobs that aren't paying well. People that are working 35 hours and aren't qualifying for part-time work because of the health care benefits that they can't receive as a result of Obamacare. And you also have to look at how many people this can put food on the tables for their families.
Yes.
And that right there, that's a very, very, very sad thing. And we need a leader. And I support Mitt Romney, because Mitt Romney understands how to run a business. He did it with Bain Capital. He did it with Massachusetts, a very, very liberal state. He
was able to become governor, and
he governed like a true Republican.
Yeah. And I would definitely, hopefully he runs, and he has my vote already. If the election was today, I would vote for him, and we'll have to see what the next 2 years bring, and I'm looking forward to all those debates that the president will have, the presidential candidates will have.
Hopefully we have one here at Iona College.
Yeah,
that's what we should do. We should start something here where we try to get a petition going to have a presidential debate here on campus at Iona College, just like they have done some at Hofstra University and other universities in New York. We should have one here. We should have, I don't care what party, Democratic Party or the Republican Party. It would be good for the college, and it would also be good for people to go hear the platform that these candidates are trying to run on and lead this country towards. And Matt, anything else?
Yeah, I think that's it. And we'll be right back.
Be right back. Thank you.
WICR presents This Moment in History.
This neighborhood war has since